Okay, so today with your kids, you're going to listen to them breathing. Okay, it's definitely going to be a deepening exercise, and you don't even have to let them know that you're doing it at first. You're just going to listen to their breathing, which is going to make you stop and notice them a little bit and hear what their breath sounds like. It is definitely a way to know someone. It's very unique to them. And of course, it changes, and then that also lets you know about them. It's almost like facial expressions where as they change, you're getting information about what's going on for that person. And, just knowing someone's face is definitely a level of knowing them. And so we're doing that with our kids. We're listening to their breathing and just appreciating them, seeing what you can hear. You may already know as a mom things that you don't, and I'm saying mom, although you could be any parent. But, as a family member, whatever, you may already know things and you don't even recognize that you know things until you force yourself to kind of like hone in with this activity and like, oh yeah, when their breath changes like that, it usually means, or yeah, I know that breathing. They do always breathe out of their nose, or they always breathe out of their mouth, or those little cute sounds that they make when they're sleeping. Because one of my favorite times to listen to my children breathe is when they're asleep, because there is just all these little noises and these patterns that have become so familiar to me. I can tell when they have fallen asleep because the breathing immediately shifts, and so that's part of it. Getting to know like those moments of shift that happen for them and how they show up in things like their breath. And so that's part of the exercise, is just listening to their breathing when they're not necessarily paying attention, but then they get to participate too. You're going to let them know at a certain point that you're listening to their breathing, which may make their breathing change immediately. But you're going to let them know that like they can listen to yours. They should listen to yours. Tell you what they notice even, it's like, all right, you're going to be an investigator or a spy, which usually gets them fired up or something, and I'm talking about small kids. If you've got like a teenager, they're not gonna, I don't know, they may not care too much one way or the other about being a spy, but you can engage with them and say like, okay, now when I'm not noticing, listen to my breath, listen to my breathing, and see what you notice. Make a little logbook, like come back and tell me what you notice. And it's just a way that we're noticing each other. Like, why are we doing this? We're noticing each other. We're trying things out. We're playing games. Any way that we can discover more things about each other, any way that we can bring more closeness, we're going to do it. We're trying it. That's what we're doing. That's what this game is about. We're bringing more connection. And knowing somebody's breathing is a way of knowing them. And listening and stopping and taking the time to do so definitely brings your attention to that person some more. So it may be that we feel a little more connected today as we've been listening to each other's breathing. So we're just going to try it. It's a sweet game. Listen to each other's breathing.